Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you how I make one of my favorite Buffalo Ranch chicken flatbreads. I'm going to first start by prepping my meat. So I'm taking a fresh pan and I am putting 2 chicken breasts in my pan. So one I already had, I just thawed out at home. Then I ended up buying another pack of chicken breasts and I just added that to it. So 2 in all because I wanted to make sure I had enough meat for the flatbread. And then I am adding some seasoning, some black pepper and all-purpose seasoned salt. These are 2 of my favorite seasonings. I'm going to put it on both sides of the chicken so that it's thoroughly seasoned and it's just a nice addition to the flatbread. A lot of times when I'm making a dish with meat, I feel like when the meat is really seasoned, I don't have to add a lot of salt and extra seasoning to the dish. Once the meat was seasoned, I put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes at 350. Now we can get into these veggies. So I opted for tomatoes, onions, and spinach. I'm chopping all of these into small pieces so that they'll fit nicely on top of the flatbread. I only ended up using half of this tomato because this tomato was huge and that seemed to be a perfect amount for the flatbread that I made. I did end up using almost all of the onion because this onion was really small and I like onions. And you don't have to technically chop up the spinach, but for me, I felt like it made it so much easier to apply it to the flatbread. Now that the veggies are chopped up, let's get into the sauce. So I'm starting out with a fresh bowl. I'm going to be using this buffalo wing sauce from Frank's. I really love this one. And then I'm going to be adding in some chipotle ranch and hot sauce, of course. You guys, I don't measure when I cook. I just kind of pour what I feel like is enough. But this is about the amount of sauce that I put in this bowl. So now that the chicken is done, you got to make sure you don't burn it because nobody wants burnt chicken. I'm going to go ahead and chop this chicken up into little shreds so that it can fit nicely on the flatbread. Y'all, I feel like this part was taking so long. Like, I was just wanting this chicken to be like shredded and in like 2 minutes, but I felt like it took like 5 to 10 minutes to shred this chicken. When I was finally finished, I just tossed all of that shredded chicken into a bowl. If that's not shredded enough for you, you definitely can shred it a little more. And I am just adding this buffalo wing sauce and hot sauce, and I am just soaking this chicken in it and gonna shake it up so that it'll be perfect when it's time to add it to the flatbread. This is the flatbread that I'm going to be using. I got this brand from Aldi. Y'all, this is one of the best pre-made flatbreads that I have bought ever. Once I have the flatbread on the pan that I'm going to be baking it on, I'm going in with that sauce so I can add some flavor to this flatbread. I feel like this sauce just gives the flatbread a whole nother, like, it just does it. Sometimes I just be in the kitchen mixing stuff together, you know, just like hoping that it tastes good. And this was one of my best mixtures. Now that the flatbread is covered, I'm going in with that spinach and just putting it on top of that sauce along with my onions. And then after that, I'm gonna top it with some seasoning, some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and onion powder. Next, I'm layering some cheese on top of the flatbread. So this first cheese that I'm using is mozzarella, and then I went in with an Italian style blend of cheese. After that cheese is on there good, I'm going in with my tomatoes. And then once those tomatoes are laid on the flatbread, I went in with my chicken, the buffalo chicken, and I feel like it's just like the icing on the cake. This is what the flatbread looks like before I place it in the oven. I cooked my flatbread on 370 for about 15 minutes. And when my flatbread was done cooking, I just drizzled some more of that sauce that I made earlier on top of it. And it was good, y'all. It was so good. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helps you. And let me know if you try out this recipe. Bye.